What's up, everybody? Oxydize bringing you another tier 8 with tier 5. You know what today is? Today we are using Black Hands, aka the cousin of Chad Hands. That's right, Black Hands, baby. They're under the dagger category, and I wanted to use chain slash, so I didn't go with dagger pairs yet, but we will get to dagger pairs eventually. We have a lot to talk about, so we're gonna just jump right on into it. Easy peasy. Like, going to get the music started here. Okay, Black Hands, it's nice and easy. You've got deadly swipe for the AoE, we have chain slash for AoE and immunity with an AoE attached to it, and the devastating strike, a 2-punch combo. The first hit removes all positive effects on the enemy and stuns them for 1.1 seconds. After the stun is over, you apply the second hit and knocks them away, dealing 150 plus 458 physical damage to a single enemy. Okay, with that being said, we also have the Specter Hood with the Flash of Insight to reset my Stalker Jacket, and then the Scholar Sandals just in case we needed energy. I figured it worked just fine. It doesn't really matter on the shoes nowadays, and I'll get into that in a second. Thetford Cape for the extra chain lightning AoE, the Dangle Mouth brother for the HP healing potions, and I brought the Guardian helmet just in case we might need a little bit more sustain. I don't know yet, so I brought it just in case. And then the stew, of course. That was a mouthful. So immediately I want to get into something pretty huge, actually. So if you don't know, the Rise of Avalon is amongst us, okay? And I've been doing what I do best, kicking ass and chafing nipples. All right, so so with the new update brought a lot of new things. Corrupted dungeons is probably the biggest thing people are talking about. It's like it's like the invention of white bread, right? It's absolutely huge now. Or sliced bread, I'm not sure how that one goes. I'm only 23. I wasn't there. I think my grandmother was literally there when they invented sliced bread. Maybe. No, I think that's honestly, I think that was really mean to say, actually. I'm sorry, grandmama. But the biggest thing, other than corrupted dungeons, in my opinion, is the despawn timers on our. Hold on. Let me. Hold on. Hold on. We're. Nice. Hold on. Oh, I thought maybe there was a hope and a dream there. The despawn timers on black zone dungeons. Get them out of here. And all dungeons all together, 90 seconds. Once you're in the dungeon, you wait 90 seconds, that dungeon entrance despawns and you cannot get dungeon dove. That's right, dungeon diving is almost completely dead. It's basically dead. I mean, if you get lucky, you can go and find somebody who is dungeon diving, just right place, right time kind of situation. But it's really not worth your time to even try to go dungeon diving. Let me tell you right now, because 90 seconds, how often do you go dungeon diving and someone's in the beginning of the dungeon still? Not very often. So it's a little unfortunate, to say the least, on the people who like to dungeon dive. But for all those new players out there, let me ask you something. Why are you not taking advantage of this? How come you are not going into those black zone tier 5 dungeons and like putting a whooping on them, man? Because like, you can't get dungeon dove now. Yes, you can still get ganked, but once you're in the dungeon, you're more or less safe. Now you're not invulnerable. You can still get dungeon dove if you get extremely unlucky, but you know, just don't get unlucky. Duh. I mean, come on, what are you in kindergarten? Just do it, dude. So with all that being said, Black Hands, baby, or shall I say hands of color. You know, I don't want to offend anybody today. Was that offensive saying that? I don't know. Let me know in the comments, but I don't think so. Anyway, they're not a PvE weapon. I'm just gonna throw that out there right now. That is not meant for this. However, I know some of you might want to use Black Hands to you might want to feign farm them up, and maybe this is a good way to just do it. I'm showing you a pretty good build that you can do here with the anytime you have a weapon that's like their E is mainly single target, having really good AoE in your other abilities like a Stalker Jacket's huge, or even a Hellion Jacket as well, is kind of like not key, but it's gonna really help out your experience. All right, it's kind of like it's like adding sugar to your coffee. Without it, your experience might not be too great, but with it, it's gonna really liven some things up, actually. Okay, so I'm also I'm on the different side of the screen than I normally am on my Albion tier 8 with tier 5 videos. The main reason being, can you guess it? Corrupted dungeons. That's right, good job, you did it. Go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back there, brother. Yeah, corrupted dungeons. I think it's important to show the map on corrupted dungeons, so I am on this side now. Also, since I don't know, I really can't get dungeon dove anymore, I don't really care showing you where I'm at, but at the same time, like, you can't really see where I'm at anyway, so it doesn't matter what side I'm on. Maybe, possibly. You get it. You're smart people. I believe in you. I will say that does do a ton of damage though, right there. It's kind of insane. Okay, let's go ahead and knock out this right here. So corrupted dungeons, it's on everybody's mind. I didn't want to talk about them a ton in this video. However, how can you not? It's all the rage. But I'm not gonna get too deep into them. I'm just gonna let you know right now, I love the hell out of them. Of course, I think there's some things that could change. Overall, I think I'm gonna save that for more of my corrupted dungeon videos, but overall I think it's a very, very good system they have in there, with a few minor changes that they need to make it just absolutely perfect. And you know, relatively well balanced. There's a few weapons I would say are probably like shining above the rest, but for the most part things are looking pretty good. Now what I do want to talk about today, because the whole point of this particular video is to show, it's to kind of talk about the new, ooh, that was a really good save. Let's talk about the whole, what does it mean now that dungeon diving's dead? What does it mean for our turn this up a little bit, for our solo PvE endeavors? It means that if you're a new player and you are worried, if you're like, hey Oxy, you know, don't laugh at me, okay? Don't laugh at me, but I'm afraid to go into the red zone. I'm dying, actually. I don't know what's going on here. I'm getting really choked up talking about this, I guess. You know, I'm nervous going into the red zone. I mean, what do you recommend I do? All right. Now, I always said this, you know, coming from someone who was also a new player at one point in their life. I've always thought this, after playing the game after a while, you should be heading to the tier 5 black zones as soon as you're able to. Okay, the reason being, I think we'll still beat this, honestly. The reason being is that the fame and loot you'll get compared to yellow zone ones, it's through the roof. It's like so much better. But now even more than before, that now that your chances of getting dungeon dove have decreased by like 99%. You have no reason to show up there and just start grinding them out. So if you haven't started yet, if you're a yellow zone Kevin, I recommend getting out there and being a black zone high testosterone god right there. Get some arms like those, huh? Now I haven't been doing a lot of solo dungeons. I mean, you could probably guess why, due to the fact that corrupted dungeons give both fame and PvP infamy. So I've kind of just been doing that to grind up weapons. I don't really know the numbers yet. Like, do I think doing corrupted dungeons is better than trying to fame farm by itself? I don't know yet. I really haven't tested it. I really do want to test it though. Okay, because I think I could do a comparison video of like a tier 8 dungeon versus the like a high level like the Stalker level corrupted dungeon, because they also have tier 8 mobs. I do know the more infamy you have, the more fame you get. So honestly, I think in the long run, maybe not for a new player, but in the long run, I think you're looking at corrupted dungeons being the best for fame as well. You know what I mean? Now, okay. There has been some concerns from a lot of people. I've been hearing it in the comments, which is fine. I also have this concern. However, I respect it, that there's a lot of ratting going on right now in corrupted dungeons, where people are purposely knocking out the 3 shards to just continue fame farming PvE style and not having to worry about PvP at all. I think this is a fine strategy. However, I think they need to make it harder to do, because it does take away from the PvP quite a bit. Now, I think if you wanted to have the option to go in there with a really good escaping build that will allow you to take out those shards, that's fine, but those shards need to be difficult to take out. I think channeling to take them out might be an option, but it might be a little too difficult for the ones that want that option. I think the best idea you can do is like the triple or maybe even quadruple the health that each one of those shards have. Because right now they're sitting at like a measly 400 HP. Bump that shit to like 1200, 1800, maybe even 2000. Then you have a game, right? Because now you have to go from place to place, dude, knocking out 2000. On the map, it will show you where the person is if you're the invader, and you can get there in time before they start doing some real damage to it. We are not going to fight this off the bat. As you can see, we're taking a lot of damage already. Dad. We're going to go ahead and restart this here. We're going to drop this down to the queue. Probably go throwing blades on this one as well. And I'm gonna eat the stew just for shits and gigs. Shits and gigs, buddy. But I hope this video kind of enlightened you on the new black zone. Even red zones too. I mentioned that red zones are the same way now as well. You have a lot of safety now. Now, you know, like I said, you can still get ganked. I don't want to put false insecurity in the fact that on your way there you can still get ganked. But once you're in the dungeon, once you've made it, brother, you've made it, man. You've actually made it. Dude, the damage you're doing today right now on this build is actually kind of insane. I don't know if y'all see this as well, but we're doing insane damage to this boss right now. Do gotta be careful, make sure not to get hit by anything here. I do hate when he starts spamming the what's it called? When he starts spamming so many skulls that you can't really move around any. By the way, I'm honestly pretty happy with using the Scholar Sandals there. We didn't really use them a ton during the entire run, but you know, against heavy boss fights, it's working out pretty well for us. Also, are you seeing the damage we're doing with our E? The single target E damage is actually nuts. Look at that. Look at that, dude. And it's that easy, boys. It is that easy right there. Okay, let's take a look what we got here. Ooh, we'll take a 6.2 hunter shoes. Not the greatest, but you know, for a tier 8 random dungeon, we'll take it. Boys, girls, I am Oxydize. Please like, comment, and subscribe on the video if you have not done so yet. I have been streaming some more corrupted dungeons on the Twitch over Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Schedule's about to change, but 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Come check me out, and I'd love to see you there. See y'all later, guys.